Good afternoon, and yes, I said afternoon for once instead of evening because I decided not to be a vampire today and to do my video during the day while it's light out. Maybe then I'm not going to fall asleep. That was really embarrassing. But yet, I just went with it and thought it was kind of funny. That's how tired I get. But anyway, we have been touching base with suicide, and that's been the topic. And I'm going to keep this short because I'd like to get outside while it's still nice out and light, and play with my puppies a little bit. So I just had a few thoughts about what I wanted to talk about, and one of them was that I know people who talk about suicide. They get all pissed off and, I'm going to go kill myself. I might as well go do this, and and you're never going to see me again. Those are the people those are usually, and I say usually, just threats. They just want to be all pissed off. It's those who don't talk about it, those that are just everyday normal people, even children, which to me is so sad. Those are the ones that you would, as they say, least expect. It's just one day they're there and normal, and all of a sudden you find out they committed suicide, and you always hear, "Oh, I didn't even see it coming," and they gave no indication that they were going to do that. And those are the type of people that are scary. I don't know if I'd say scary, but that's sad. I don't know if they feel like they have nobody to turn to, or I know personally when I've done it, not actually done it, but tried to do it, that I didn't tell anybody about it. I did it when nobody was around. I didn't talk about it. I know that it was very spontaneous. There was no plan. That I know for sure. And that's why I always tell people when we talk about suicide, and I've talked to a lot of people about this, that usually it's very spontaneous and very unplanned. Some people do have a plan. I know that. You hear, well, I've got this pistol or I've got this gun and I'm just going to shoot myself in the head. And I know of a guy who shot himself in the head and lived. To me, that's really scary. I know of a guy who used a shotgun. And I don't want to get gory. That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to prove a point of the type of people that commit suicide that you would never expect. They give no indication of depression. And sometimes, yes, they do. It just, a lot of times it's very spontaneous. The times I've tried it, I just was isolated. There was nobody around, and all of a sudden thoughts came to my head of things that were depressing, things of my past, my history, my trauma, and I thought, I don't want to be here. And sad to say, I'm 52 and I still have those thoughts. And that's the passive, the passive thoughts. And I don't think they'll ever go away. And that's why I can make these videos, because I know firsthand the feelings. That doesn't mean everybody has those feelings. Everybody's different. Some people will go and get help. I've done that. And the one time they just drugged me so bad that I was a zombie. And it was like I was a robot and they were able to control me. And when I got out of the hospital and I got my psychiatrist, she says, what the fuck are you on? Why did they put you on this dose? It's like a double dose, and it was a lot. And I said, really? You go to these hospitals and you think that they're helping you or trying to help you, and they're not. They're trying to keep you quiet. They're trying to control you and manipulate you. And that was the scary part, when you get out and you find out what was really going on. And of course, I'm not saying they're all like that, but I know the one that I was in was like that. It was scary. It was also where they would take people who were intoxicated and threw them in there with us who were sober. And these people would be violent, and it was, I said jail was easier than that. And yes, I've been to jail, and I'll admit that, but that's not what this is about. So no, we're not going to talk about that. That's a whole nother channel. So, no, I just wanted to, there is help out there, and the scary part of the help is you can be put away. I don't want to say away, but yeah, you can be hospitalized and you don't have a choice. And my opinion is that that's wrong. My opinion is, if you don't want to exist, you should have that choice. And my therapist, he says, so why, if you have a choice, why don't you utilize it? Meaning, if I don't want to be here, why don't I just go ahead and non-exist? And that was like pretty epic. Basically, he's saying, if you don't want to live, then don't. And life is very difficult for me with the mental illnesses that I do have. I find life to be a struggle. Why do I stay? I'm not a coward, and I'm not saying committing suicide is cowardly. I'm just saying that, fine, I'm too scared to do it. Because of my past that I've tried before and failed. I have plans of what I could do, what I would do, but I'm chicken. And why am I chicken? Why am I scared? A failure. The failure that comes along with it, and the consequences of failing, are just huge. People just, they don't understand, and that's the problem. People don't understand. How could you not want to live? I have a DNR at the hospital, do not resuscitate, at my age. And they go, what? Why do you have that? Well, just do me a favor, I guess you have to walk in somebody else's shoes to understand the pain and agony that life can bring you, that, I need a moment, that makes you want to be elsewhere. I had to pause it. Then it won't pause. Damn it. It's a new program.